Hello students, how are you? I wish you are fine. Today we are going to make some revision. So we will have a review of passive voice and articles that we have studied before at the beginning of this semester. Okay, let's get started. Functions. The passive voice is used to show interest in the person or object that experiences an action rather than the person or object that performs the action, the person that does the action. In other words, the most important thing or person becomes the subject of the sentence. For example, the house was built in 1654. What does it mean? It means we are more interested in the house and we are not interested in who built it. Another example, the road is being repaired. Again, we are here interested in the road, not the people who are doing the repairs. Sometimes we use the passive voice because we don't know or we don't want to express who performed the action. For example, I noticed that a window had been left open. Every year, thousands of people are killed on our roads. All the cookies have been eaten. My car has been stolen. So you can notice that in all these examples, we didn't mention the one who does, the one who performs the action. Either we don't know who does the action or who performs the action, or we know but we don't want to express. In general, the passive voice is used in formal texts. Switching to the active voice will make your writing clearer and easier to read. Let's now look at passive and active with more examples. In passive sentences, a great deal of meaning is conveyed by a few well-chosen words, while in active one, a few well-chosen words convey a great deal of meaning. For example, our planet is wrapped in a mass of gases. This is a passive. How can we make it an active one? It's easy. We just say a mass of gases wraps around our planet. Another example, waste materials are disposed of in a variety of ways. The active one, the city disposes of waste materials in a variety of ways. That's it, easy. You look how we do it. Disposes means to get rid of or to throw it away. If we want to say who or what performs the action while using the passive voice, we use the preposition by. However, when we know who performed the action and we are interested in him or her, it's always better to switch to the active voice instead. Let's look at some example. Passive. A Hard Day's Night was written by the Beatles. The active one, the Beatles wrote A Hard Day's Night. Another one, passive. The movie E.T. was directed by Spielberg. Now the active one, Spielberg directed movie E.T. Now another passive one. The house was built by my father. Let's try to make it active. My father built this house. Affirmative, negative, interrogative, negative, interrogative. Let's try to look at all of these forms. Affirmative. The house was built in 1899. Now, let's try to make it negative. The house wasn't built in 1899. What about interrogative? Was the house built in 1899? And finally, the negative interrogative. Wasn't the house built in 1899? So this is the first example. Let's try another one. These houses were built in 1899. This is affirmative. The negative form, these houses weren't built in 1899. The interrogative, were these houses built in 1899? And the negative interrogative, weren't these houses built in 1899? Let's try to practice some more examples together. So, we say something was done by someone at some time in the past. For example, active, the teacher corrected the mistakes. Passive, the mistakes were corrected by the teacher. Number 2, active. Did the little boy sell all the candy bars? Passive, were all the candy bars sold by the little boy? Number 3, active. Lauren didn't eat any apples. Passive, no apples were eaten by Lauren. Next, he didn't give the wallet. Passive, the wallet wasn't given by him. Now, after we finish the first part of our lesson about the passive voice, let's now move to the second part to review the definite article, indefinite article, and no article. Let's get started. The indefinite article a and an. We use a and an with singular nouns, and the first time we refer to a person, animal, or thing, like a child, an elephant, or a television. But we don't use a and an with possessive pronouns, demonstratives, or cardinal numbers. For example, my shirt is dirty. Shirt is a noun, but we use possessive my, so we don't use any article a or an. This car is expensive. No a and no an. One person is at the reception. Again, we are using numbers. We don't say a or an. One person is at the reception. Now we use one or more instead of a and an when the number is important. For example, there is only one exit from the airport. Okay, so here number one is important. We use only one, and again there is no a and no an. There is only one exit from the airport. What is the difference between a and an? A is used with the next word, begins with a consonant sound like B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, etc. A book, a table, a clock, a university, because the beginning of university sounds like university. An is used when the next word begins with a vowel sound like A, E, I, O, U. For example, an apple, an elephant, an umbrella, or an hour, because the H is silent. So this is more example to show you the difference between a and an. When the next word starts with a consonant sound, we use a. A book, a car, a dog, a frog, a lemon, a truck. And when the next word starts with a vowel sound, we use an apple, an egg, an insect, an orange, an umbrella, an actor. So this is how we do it, and we have this slide just to remind you. Okay? Now, after we have finished the indefinite articles, a and an, let's move to talk about the definite article, the. We use the definite article the with a singular or plural noun when it's clear or obvious which person or thing we are talking about. For example, there is a lamp in my bedroom. We mention the lamp for the first time, and that's why we use it with the indefinite article a. After that, as you have already known that which lamp I'm talking about, so that's why I use the lamp with the definite article the. The lamp is next to the desk. Anything which we identify immediately we use with the definite article the. We watched the new Brad Pitt movie last night because Brad Pitt is like a famous character, so we use it with the definite article the. We identify him immediately. For musical instruments, we also use them with the definite article the. For example, the violin, the guitar, the drums, and the flute. She plays the piano. What kind of musical instrument do you play? Something that is unique, or there is only one. Unique. When we say something is unique, it means that there is only one of this thing, like the sun, the moon, the internet, okay? These items or these things are unique. We also use the definite article with the names of rivers, seas, oceans, mountain ranges, and deserts, and they are always written in capitals. For example, the Mississippi River, the Black Sea, the Sahara Desert. Look, they are all written in capital letters. We also use the definite article with directions. So we say the west, the southeast, the northwest. We use them all with definite article the. Now, no article. Situations or cases when we use words with no articles. We do use them with no articles when we refer to general ideas, plurals, or uncountable nouns. We don't use the definite article the. For example, religion is an important issue, not the religion is an important issue. By the way, religion is like Buddhist, Christian, or Islam. They are all different kinds of religion. Another example, Mexican food is spicy. We don't say the Mexican food is spicy. Of course not. It's not correct. Thai food is also spicy, so we say Thai food is spicy, but it's not correct to say the Thai food is spicy. Okay? With names of people, books, and plays, unless it's part of the title, we use them with no article as well. For example, I've read Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet is a famous play for Shakespeare from the UK, with towns, cities, states, and countries. We use them with no article as well. We say Cape Town in South Africa, Montana, and Vietnam. But we have some exceptions to this rule. For example, we say the USA, the United States of America, the UK, the United Kingdom of England, the Netherlands, which means Holland, it's the same country, the Czech Republic, and the Philippines. These are exceptions to the rule. Okay? We also use no articles with lakes, single islands, continents, or mountains. For example, Lake Victoria, no article. Jamaica, Asia, MT, Fuji, and also with the name of planets. We use them with no articles, like Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. With sports games, we also use them with no article, like soccer, tennis, skiing, and Monopoly. And with the names of meals as well, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and supper. We use them all with no article. Okay? Now, please, if you have any question, let me know, please, to re-explain or to talk about it in more details. I can give you also more examples to get to know it very well. Okay? So don't hesitate to ask me anything. Thank you.